coaches here.
All right, Coach, first of all, as we celebrate the life of Dr. King here today around the country, just the significance of the Pelicans franchise playing in this game in Memphis for the second straight year.
It's very significant. You know, I just think that obviously the life and legacy of Dr. King and what he means to our country, not just to the blacks in the country, but to everything about the country and what it should stand for. That's who he was. So we were able to take a trip to the museum yesterday and took the young guys, and I think it was fascinating, some of the things that they learned that they didn't quite know, you know. So, but it means an absolute lot, I think, to be able to play in this game and to celebrate his life is very significant.
Coach, in the basketball sense, you're going up against a team that looks a lot like the Pelicans do, with all the young guys and playing a lot of minutes early on, and they're trending in the right direction as well.
Yeah, I think Taylor's done a great job of, you know, they struggled at the start, and now they've found their rhythm. They've won 7 in a row, and I think 9 out of 11, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got some veteran guys sprinkled in with some really young players, and I think, I mean, obviously Jaws Morant is probably playing at the highest level that you can possibly be right now for a young kid that's the first year in the league. And you know, I think Clark is having a fantastic rookie year also, and then you sprinkle in some of the veteran guys. You know, Valanciunas has been really good for him because he's that big guy that they need that can rebound the basketball to initiate the break. So they're just playing at a real high level right now, shooting the ball well, and from a transition standpoint, they've been great. You know, Ja's a one-man fast break, but you know, they put up some really impressive numbers. Last game they had 37 points in the open court in fast break, and if you put 37 up in fast break, then obviously, you know, you're scoring a lot of points.
What has it been like to not only, you know, see the museum for yourself, but to see how the NBA has, you know, incorporated the museum into its programming and kind of highlighted it over the years?
Oh, I mean, you know, everyone knows, I mean, if you've been in the league at all, I mean, it's a very progressive league, and, you know, it started with David Stearns, and, you know, I mean, now, you know, Adam is carried on, but I think it's really important from, you know, just from a civil rights standpoint and just from a community standpoint that everyone realizes that the NBA is is fully invested into any kind of thing like you know, the birthday of Dr. King and celebrating it. And these games have become, I think, more and more popular. And not only that, I just think the day in general and what goes on in Memphis on this day is just really important.
Do you want to roll through the injuries, Drew, JJ?
I think if there's not any setbacks, you know, in their pregame, then I think Drew and JJ would definitely play.
And Dave?
He's not going to play. Jaws out too. So anybody want to go in and wrestle with Valanciunas for about 10, 12 minutes? You know,
Will's strictly perimeter, so he can't.
Yeah, I'm not a shooter.
Oh, okay. Well, then we can't use you today. You know, but if anybody's willing to go in and battle with Valanciunas for 15, 18 minutes, we'll let you do that.
When you come to Memphis, how important is it for you to kind of just, you know, see the museum and take your players and just understand just what that museum represents beyond just Dr. King?
Well, we do it, and you know, our director of player programs, you know, Ramon and Swin Cash, they both set up a lot of things for our young players, but they just felt like this was really important for them to see. So we got into town, and 20 minutes later we were headed to the museum. And I think those guys, as I said, I think you learn a lot walking through that museum, just the different categories and different areas that they have. And I think it's nothing, you know, to me, I always tell the guys, you know, you need to go, you need to learn the history and understand that, you know, you're in the position you are right now because there's a lot of people that paid for you to be where you are with their lives, you know.
The All-Star voting ends tonight. Brandon is one of those fringe players. I don't know whether he can make the Western Conference team or not. What are some of the growths you've seen from Brandon since he's come over from Los Angeles this year?
Oh, I just think, as I said, I mean, you know, he's worked really, really hard, extremely hard, to improve his three-point shooting. I think he's done it also with his free throw shooting. I think he's in there every day, putting in the work and trying to improve on his craft. To me, you know, I'm sure I'm a little bit biased, but you know, I would be really disappointed if he didn't make the All-Star team.
And last question I got for you, Zion's obviously making his return this week. What kind of plans do you have from an offense? Are you going to use him as a small ball big like you did in preseason, or what's kind of the game?
I think, you know, he'll pretty much play like he did in the preseason. You know, I don't foresee a ton of adjustments. You know, we'll stick him out there and play him, and you know, I think he's a willing passer, so he's going to be able to facilitate us some. But you know, just to have his presence out there, I think is going to help us tremendously.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
thanks, guys.
Coach. You got